Hello, B Squad, and welcome back to another episode of VGirl TV. You guys, I've been so exhausted this whole entire week. I just been working non-stop. So just a little update. Before I get into this video. I started, well, I actually had a business that I was actually running in the US, but it kind of got lost in a whole lot of things, you know, where I couldn't really push the brand like how I really wanted to push the brand. So I decided to actually bring it here because I seen that there was something missing in the fashion industry here in Panama. And because fashion and beauty is something that I am totally into, I decided to bring my business here. I know if you guys look in the description box, you'll see like there's a link to a website called LuxeNLabels. LuxeNLabels is actually my website along with the VMonroe Collections. So basically everything that I do on my businesses, the links for the businesses are in the description box. I'm drinking iced coffee because I'm tired. Like I don't know if you guys can see like the bags under my eyes. I'm freaking exhausted. This whole COVID situation has really put a lot of things, like put me to the test. Like I ain't never worked so hard for something in my life. I mean, I worked hard, but this is a different type of working. Anyway, guys, in this video, I'll be discussing the 5 things I wish I knew before I moved here to Panama. And I hope that by me giving you this information, you guys it'll be useful to you. Because trust me, I wish I knew this when I came to Panama. In this video, I'll be discussing the 5 things that I wish I knew before moving to Panama. The first thing is that Panama does not have like their own gas system. So coming from the States, you know, you just turn, you have what's the gas company in the States called again? Con Edison, I think. I don't even remember, but this is in New York, Con Edison. So basically you turn the stove on, the gas, your gas turns on its own or whatever the case may be. I automatically assume like this is the way it was in all parts of the world. Well, honey, definitely that is not the way it works here in Panama. So in Panama, because the plumbing system or the heating system is different from it is in the United States of America, we actually use gas tanks. So basically it kind of is a blessing and a curse at the same time, because you literally save on your gas bill, because you don't necessarily are provided gas from the government or have to use it in that manner as if you were in the States. So we basically purchase gas tanks. The gas tanks cost $50 a tank. So I usually buy, well, when I first came, I bought 2 gas tanks. So I was like completely like shocked that, we had to buy gas. Like I had no idea and how important gas is. Okay, this is the first time I actually lived by myself for the most part. When I lived in the States, when I wasn't with my parents, I lived with my sister, and then so when I moved to Panama, I was literally living on my own. So I didn't really realize that how important gas was and why we needed gas. Don't judge me, okay? I don't need you guys to judge me, okay? Because I didn't know this, okay? So basically, you need gas to cook. You also need gas to heat up your water. So let's start with the cooking part of this whole situation. So when I first came, my dad was like, no girl, you gotta buy gas. I said, excuse me? So I just can't turn on the stove? He was like, no, you have to buy gas. So I ordered 2 gas tanks, the biggest one that they had, and the gas tanks came up to $50 each. So I bought 2, obviously, and basically he gave me the idea, well, he gave me the advice that in order to always have gas and so that you never run out of gas, what you should do is once one gas tank finish and you start using another one, you automatically buy another gas tank to replace that gas tank. So that's what I literally was doing when I first came here. But I just found it so astonishing, and I was just so like taken back, like, what? I gotta buy gas tanks. Like, you literally need the gas tank for everything when it comes to like cooking or like heating something. You need to buy a gas tank. And as you can see in this particular video, the gas tank goes on the outside of the house, and there's a wire or like some type of tube that goes inside of the house, and that is what actually lights up your stove. I'm not no electrician or like whatever technician there is, so I can't really break down the logistics to you on how it works. I'm just telling you that you need to buy a gas tank, and you should be aware that you need to buy a gas tank. The next thing that I had no idea about, and what I was like taken back, was that, you know, you don't automatically get hot water. Okay, and your girl loves hot water. Like, I have to take a shower in hot water. My water needs to be warm. And I think a lot of it comes from living in a place like New York City where the weather changes and it's like always cold. Like, for the most part, it's always cold. So taking a hot shower is something that I love. I don't want to hear anybody coming for me right now about taking showers in hot water. It dries out your skin. I don't care. I need hot water to take a shower. I cannot bathe in cold water for the life of me, okay? I remember being, when I was younger, and I used to go stay in Cologne, and they had to boil hot water for me. And you know what? I didn't even think about that when I moved. Like, I just figured that just because, you know, just Cologne didn't have hot water, I didn't know that this was, you know, a universal thing throughout the whole entire country. So yeah, you need a gas tank, because the gas tank is also going to help you with the hot water. And another thing that I did not know on this whole hot water topic is that even though you may have gas, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have hot water. You have to buy a heating system thingy majigga thing. It's like this big silver thing that goes on the outside of the house. It uses batteries, and there's like a line that either connects like the gas thingy and whatever other thingy. Listen, okay guys, don't try to judge me because I don't really know the right terminology for this. I'm just gonna explain this to you the best way that I can, okay? And that is what heats up the hot water, okay? If you do not have this, you'll be bathing in cold water, okay? And if you're anything like me and cold water, we don't mix. No, we don't mix. So yes, you're going to need to buy one of these, because baby, the water is no joke. I'm just saying. The next thing that you should know, and this is for people that are purchasing homes, okay? If you are purchasing a brand new home, and let me tell you, I was shocked. I was completely shocked by this, okay? I was so shocked, and I was just like, what you mean, okay? When you buy a house, the house does not come with lighting, okay? It does not come with lighting fixtures. So basically, when I purchased my house, it was a brand new home. I'm the first person that actually lived in my house. So when I came in, you basically just buying the 4 walls of the house, the outside exterior. Yeah, it does not come with lighting fixtures. So I literally had to hire an electrician to come in. I had to go buy the lights that I was actually going to put into the ceiling. So basically, when you get the house, there's just like holes, and then there's like wires that are sticking out of the holes, and you basically need an electrician to come in and do what electricians do, because baby, you would be in darkness, okay? So that was another thing that I was like totally shocked in. And then another thing that I was shocked about was that the houses don't come with like stoves or refrigerator. Maybe I am a little naive because this is like the first time that I ever purchased a home. And even like when I was back in New York and my parents purchased their home, I am 100% sure that the house came with a refrigerator and a stove. Whether they wanted to swap it out or not, that's a whole nother story. But it definitely came with a refrigerator and a stove. But the brand new houses, or at least in my personal experience, it came with none of those things. So I had to definitely furnish the house completely. And when I say furnish, I mean along with a stove and a fridge. Just let you know. Hey! And my daughter. Hey girl, how are you? That is so crazy. I was just recording.
I was just texting you.
Oh, because I was recording. It was off.
Hello world. Can you say hi?
Yeah, come in. Give me a hug.
Hi guys.
Get down low, girl. Get down low.
Hi.
This is Sharon's daughter. It's my baby. It's my baby. What's your name? So Sharon just came by. That was like a super surprise. I'm so excited. Okay, so we can get back into this video. It's like, how do we get back into the video after my girl Sharon just stopped by, you know, and come and support your girl? How? Anyway, guys, for those of you who don't know who Sharon is, Sharon is an expat. She's also my girl. And she did a video with me before. For those of you who have not seen the video, I'll leave it in the description box down below. So the next thing that I wanted to discuss was something that I did not know here, and this goes back to being a homeowner, is that roofing issues. Roofing issues is something that I don't know if it's just me, or if it's just me and my parents, or me, my parents, and their neighbors. But I realized that roofing issues is something that you should be aware of, especially when you're purchasing a home, because number one, the heat, and it rains. So especially during raining season, it rains a lot, and that could actually affect your roofing system and like where the windows is. They have this thing, it's a lot of like filtration. I don't even know how to say it in English, but it's like water filters into the windows and in the roofs a lot, and that's an issue. That's a major issue. So it's the water, and then on top of that the humidity. So you have to, every year or maybe even every 6 months, you have to really treat your roof, and you have to continuously like fill in like cracks and crevices where water can come into the home. So yeah, that's another issue that if I wish I would have known this prior to me purchasing a home, because when I purchased my home, I would have been more like cautious and, you know, pay attention to those small details. So for those of you who are interested in purchasing a home here in Panama, make sure that when you are purchasing the home, you ask about filtration, and you ask about roofing issues, and you ask about any water damages or water leaks that they have inside the home, because that is an issue. So I hope you guys are taking notes, because this is stuff that you need to know. And the last thing that I wish I knew when I came here to Panama, or before I came here, is the mailing system. So I know I said this in my prior videos, and I discussed briefly about the mailing system here in Panama, but there really is no mailing system here in Panama like in the States. We don't have USPS, that's what I'm going to say. We don't have that luxury where you get your mail directly to your home, which can actually is not really that much of a bad thing. But for me, it was kind of a shock, because it was like, how am I supposed to get my bills? Where do I go to pay my bills? Like, how do I do this? Well, the water bill is actually delivered to your home by people on foot, where they just come with the bill, and they may stick it in your door, or they may stick it in your gate, and sometimes it may get blown away because we don't even have mailboxes here. So they just put it in like random places, so you never really see your bills. But the good thing is that now, because Panama has advanced so much, you can actually get your bills online. Before, you would actually have to go into payment centers to pay your bills. Like if you want to pay your light bill, your water bill, you would have to actually go to the water company and pay it. But now you have the option to pay online depending on what bank you have. So I think that is something that since I've been here, it has improved for the better, because before, waiting online to pay your bill is quite annoying. It's quite annoying. So being able to pay your bill from the comfort of your computer or from your cell phone is something that I love. I love, love, love. Like, it's just so convenient. Like, just boop, boop, pay, that, you're done. So that's another thing. Oh, and there's one more thing that I think you guys should know, and I wish I knew this ahead of time, is that when you're driving on the highway and you have to pay tolls, you can no longer, well, when I first came to Panama, they had the option to pay the tolls. Like, they had toll booth people, toll clerks, Yeah, I think that's what they're called. But now we don't have that. And when we first came, it was like these cards. So you had two different cards. So one card was for the Corredor Sur and the other card was for the Corredor Norte. And you used to always get confused, like, okay, which card is which? And you would have to put money on them. And you never know which card is which. And you would need to flash the card in order for the gate to go up. But now we have these like little sticker things that you go on to, it goes directly onto your car, and you can actually refill it from your cell phone. Before, you would have to actually refill it by going into the grocery store and giving your license plate number, or you would have to go to the Delta gas station and you had the option to refill the card that way. But now, you know, because you know Panama's getting so advanced, okay? Now you have the option of refilling it from your cell phone. So you can, if you are down on, you know, money on your cars for the highway, you can actually just go to your cell phone, and you can actually upload it, or, you know, transfer the money directly from your cell phone, from your bank account, and make whatever payments or whatever transfer of money onto your card right away. So guys, that concludes my video. I hope that you guys found this very, very helpful. And yeah, let me know down below what other questions you have, and let me know if you found this video helpful. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Thank you for the positive words of encouragement. You guys are awesome. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Anyway guys, as always, peace and love.